Okay, now in this session here, what we do is just evaluate the effectiveness of the pressure centre techniques implemented and identify areas for improvement.
Mm-hmm.
So, the three areas which I was supposed to have shown was congruence, unconditional positive regard, and empathy. Now, as a client, do you feel I was in touch with you, shared your concerns by being congruent?
Yes. Yeah, I did. You were very easy to talk to. You also didn't judge. Just listened.
And empathy?
Yeah, and empathy was demonstrated when you were able to relate some of your own story. So you put yourself into, you said a few times, you put yourself into my position. That's good.
Yep. And what's the other one? Empathy, congruence, and unconditional positive regard. So that means, I was attentive the whole time to your concerns. I want to listen to what you're saying.
I think so.
Even though it was hard for you playing a male, it's, that was a bit off-putting at first.
That was hard for you. Sorry.
That's it.
How about yourself? So do you need to talk about how you performed?
Well, just look at the tape. Probably, even though it's not a professional tape, and it might be hard to hear at times, but I feel as though that I was able to communicate with you and empathise a lot with you, and I was trying to draw your story out as much as I could. So now for the second section, we reflect upon the application and limitations of a blind person-centred approach. Reflecting on the application, did you find it beneficial?
Yes.
Just talking about it, yeah.
Yeah.
And in what ways do you think might have been limiting that approach? Were you wanting some sort of advice?
Well, I think Wade originally came in wanting to know, he wanted counselling to rid him of what feels like an unshakable love for his ex. So, because you can't give a solid opinion, that can be tough, but I guess it depends on someone's intelligence and ability, and maybe even emotional intelligence, how much they can communicate themselves through that. So I guess that could be a limit.
Yep.
But, yeah.
Very good. What other techniques or other counselling approaches you might want to implement with your client if the counselling relationship was to continue? I think we was quite happy with what we were doing there, and I think eventually, just after a few sessions, I'm sure you would have got to know or got to realise that perhaps one of those memories of your first partner, could have been folly in pursuing, trying to pursue a relationship with a new girl. And so I think what we're doing was fine.